quiet night in the Middle East just turned into something the world cannot ignore. What you're about to hear may mark the moment history quietly crossed a dangerous line. Welcome to WorldScope News, where we break down the stories shaping our world in clear, simple terms. If you value straight facts without the noise, make sure you subscribe now so you never miss what happens next. Because tonight, the situation is moving fast, and every hour brings new tension. What began as isolated strikes is now raising serious global alarms. Reports of Aramco burning have sent shockwaves through energy markets and security circles alike. At the same time, Hezbollah strikes are raising fears that this conflict may be entering a far more dangerous phase. Experts are beginning to use a phrase that should make everyone pause. They are calling this the possible point of no return. To understand why this moment matters so much, we need to step back for a second. The Middle East has always been a region where small sparks can ignite massive consequences. Saudi Aramco is not just any company. It sits at the heart of global oil supply, and when its facilities face threats, the entire world feels the pressure. Energy traders watch Aramco the way pilots watch their fuel gauges. When something goes wrong there, markets react almost instantly. Now add Hezbollah into the equation. This is a group with deep regional influence and the ability to shift tensions very quickly. When these two developments appear in the same news cycle, analysts start paying very close attention. And that is exactly what is happening right now. The phrase, Aramco burning, Hezbollah strikes. This is the point of no return is spreading fast online. But behind the dramatic wording lies a very real concern about escalation. Officials have been careful with their public statements so far. But behind closed doors, the conversations are reportedly far more urgent. Military observers are tracking movements across multiple borders. Intelligence agencies are watching communication patterns that suggest rising coordination. Energy markets, meanwhile, are showing early signs of nervous movement. Prices do not spike without a reason, and traders rarely panic without signals. For everyday Americans, this may feel far away. But global energy shocks have a way of reaching gas stations and grocery bills faster than most people expect. That is why moments like this deserve close attention. The ripple effects of Middle East tensions rarely stay contained. What makes this situation especially sensitive is timing. Several regional tensions were already simmering before these latest developments appeared. Diplomatic channels were already under strain. Trust between key players was already fragile. Now, with reports of strikes and fires entering the picture, the room for error is shrinking. And history shows that when pressure builds too fast, surprises often follow. Security analysts are asking one central question. Is this a temporary spike in tension, or the beginning of a wider escalation? So far, there is no clear answer. But the patterns unfolding are enough to keep experts watching around the clock. Satellite imagery, shipping data, and regional communications are all being monitored closely. Every new piece of information is being analyzed for what it might signal next. One reason this story is gaining traction in the United States is economic risk. Energy stability plays a direct role in American inflation and fuel prices. Another reason is military positioning. The U.S. has long-standing strategic interests across the region. Whenever tensions rise near major energy infrastructure, Washington pays attention. And right now, attention levels are clearly rising. Officials are being careful not to escalate rhetoric publicly. But quiet preparations often speak louder than press conferences. Meanwhile, online discussions are heating up quickly. Many viewers are asking whether this moment could trigger a broader regional reaction. That concern is not unfounded. The Middle East has seen chain reactions before, where one strike leads to another within days. However, it is also important to stay grounded. Not every escalation becomes a full-scale conflict. What we are seeing right now is a moment of heightened risk, not a confirmed regional war. But the warning lights are definitely flashing. Energy analysts are especially focused on supply stability. Even minor disruptions at key facilities can push global prices upward. And when prices move, consumers feel it almost immediately. That is why markets tend to react before politicians do. Military experts are watching Hezbollah's posture closely. Their strategic decisions in the coming days could shape the entire situation. Regional governments are also calculating their next moves very carefully. Nobody wants to be the side that accidentally pushes tensions over the edge, but in high-pressure environments, miscalculations can happen. And history shows they often happen faster than expected. That is why this story continues to build momentum across global media. It sits at the intersection of energy, security, and geopolitics. For viewers here in the United States, the key question is simple. How likely is this to affect global stability and the economy? Right now, the honest answer is uncertainty. But uncertainty itself is what makes markets and governments nervous. Diplomatic backchannels are reportedly very active at this moment. Quiet conversations often happen long before public announcements. Military readiness levels in the region are being quietly reviewed. These steps are usually precautionary, but they still signal concern. Energy traders are refreshing their screens more often than usual. That alone tells you attention levels are elevated. Social media is amplifying the drama, but analysts are trying to separate signal from noise. Not every viral headline reflects the full picture. Still, the combination of Aramco burning reports and Hezbollah strike claims is serious enough to watch closely. Even cautious experts are not dismissing this. The next few days will likely be critical. Patterns tend to become clearer once initial reactions settle. If tensions cool, markets may stabilize quickly, but if new incidents appear, pressure could build very fast. That is why staying informed matters more than ever right now. Situations like this can shift in hours, not weeks. Here at WorldScope News, we focus on helping you see the bigger picture, because understanding context is what separates panic from informed awareness. Many viewers are now asking what to watch next. The answer lies in 3 key signals. First, watch energy market reactions. They often move before official statements catch up. Second, watch regional military positioning. Subtle shifts can reveal a lot about behind-the-scenes concerns. Third, watch diplomatic language carefully. Tone changes often signal whether tensions are rising or cooling. Right now, the tone remains cautious but tense. Nobody appears ready to declare a major escalation, but nobody is relaxed either. That middle zone is often where the most important developments occur. It is the calm that can either stabilize or suddenly break. As we move forward, one thing is clear. The world is watching this situation far more closely than usual. And if you have been following this story, drop a comment below and tell us your take. Do you think tensions will cool down, or are we entering a more dangerous phase? Your perspective helps shape the conversation here at WorldScope News. We read your thoughts and feature viewer insights in future coverage. Before we wrap up, remember that information moves fast in moments like this. Sharing accurate updates helps more people stay informed instead of misled. So if this breakdown helped you understand what is really happening, share this video with someone who follows global news. It makes a real difference. We will continue tracking every verified development as this story unfolds. Because in situations like this, the next update can change everything. Stay sharp, stay informed, and stay with WorldScope News for the stories that truly matter.